had one book, but I'm not finding it. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. महेश्वरात् श्रम व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनीं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयं वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ. So we are seeing Chaturthi Tatpurusha Samasa. The sutra is Chaturthi Tadarthartha Bali Hita Sukharakshitaihi. So when Chaturthi Vibhaktiyanta Shabda is there, it can be compounded with a word denoting the cause, tadartha, which is meant for, the cause which is meant for the effect denoted by the Chaturthyanta Shabda. We had seen the Kundalaya Hiranyam, Kundala Hiranyam. So this type of combination is possible, where the effect is denoted by the Chaturthi Shabda and the cause will be denoted by the Prathama. Yupaya Daru, Yupa Daru, etc. Daru means wood and Yupa means a stump used in the ritual. Then second one is the samasa which is connected with the word artha. Vijaya for a Brahmana or Chhatraya for a student. Balaya, something is kept or something is not kept, something is meant for a boy, a child. Then it is called Balaya. Balaya idam balarthaha. Chhatraya ayam chhatrarthaha. So here a samasa where Balaya ayam Ghataha. This pot is for a child, small pot is there. So here the samasa will be between Bala and ayam will be represented by the word artha. So Balaya, then artha will become Balartha. So this is a Nitya Samasa. You may wonder why Swamiji ayam become artha, etc. This is the samasa between the word Bala and artha is a Nitya Samasa. And in Nitya Samasa, when we give Vigraha, there will be different words used. We cannot use the same words. Therefore, the Samasa is between Bala and Artha. When we give the Vigraha, we say Balaya Ayam. Balarthaha, it becomes Balarthaha. So, this Samasa is formed between Chaturthyanta Shabda, Balaya, Chaturthyanta Shabda, with the word Artha denoting some object. Artha word is denoting some object which will be represented by a pronoun when we do Vigraha. So, Ayam, if it is a masculine. If it is feminine, Yam. If it is neuter, Idam. Therefore, here Vartikakara, he says, Visheshya Lingatacha. He gives this Vartika. Arthena Nitya Samasaha Visheshya Lingatacha. Lingata, Visheshya Lingata Cheti Vaktavyam. This is the Vartika. I think it is a Vartika or a Bhashya Vakya. So, what it says regarding this particular Samasa, Chaturthi Tatpurusha Samasa, and that too when Chaturthyanta is combined with the word Artha. He says, Arthena Nitya Samasaha. Is the Balartha word is there, Balartha Samasa is there. You cannot give the Vigraha by saying Balaya Arthaha. You cannot say. It is a Nitya Samasa. Means it is a permanent Samasa. And Visheshya Lingatacha. Whether it will be Balartha or Balartha or Balartham, it depends upon Visheshya. What is Visheshya here? Ghataha. So, this Samasa will have a Linga, gender, depending upon the Visheshya. This is an exception of Tatpurusha Samasa, because Tatpurusha Samasa is which Pradhana? Uttara Padartha Pradhana. So, but here Artha remaining the same, still gender keeps changing depending upon the Visheshya. Therefore, it is said Visheshya Lingatacha. So, there will be gender. Lingata means having gender depending upon Visheshya. Visheshya means substantive. Visheshya Lingatacha iti Vaktavyam. This should be told. Let us understand the idea of Visheshya Lingatacha. Further, one example I gave you. Since Ghata is a masculine, therefore the Samasa when we make it should be Balarthaha. But if the object was, say, Pushpam, then we have to say Balaya Idam Pushpam. And this Balartha will become Balartham. So, gender of the Samasa will be changed based on what is the substantive. This will be an adjective and it will, the gender will be decided by the substantive. Pushpam is neuter, therefore this is also Balartham. Alright. Last class I had given some exercise. Has anybody done? Done? Okay, first one. You please tell me what you have read, written. Kim? Pathanam. Okay. ज्ञानाय idam patanam. So samasa will be jnanartham. Because patanam is neuter, therefore it will be jnanartham it will become. See, you can understand the speciality of this particular samasa when you understand that in other tatpurusha, it is not like this. So, like what is called Kundalaya, Hiranyam. Kundala Hiranyam. So, here we don't have to see what is Vishesha. Kundala Hiranyam, Hiranya itself is a neuter, therefore it will come neuter. Kundala Hiranyam. It does not depend upon any other word. This para, the Uttara Padartha itself will decide the gender of the samasa. Kundala Hiranyam. If it is Ghataya Lohaha, this metal for pot. So, Ghata Lohaha. It does not, we don't have to search for other word how to decide the gender. Loha is a masculine, therefore it will become masculine. Whole samasa will become masculine. So, in other tatpurusha samasa, the Uttara Padartha itself will decide the gender. Whereas here, we have to go what is qualified. So, Visheshya Lingatacha. So, Ghata Lohaha. So, here Loha is masculine, therefore entire samasa will become masculine. Whereas here Jnanaya, for knowledge what is done? Patanam. And therefore Patanam is neuter, therefore it should be idam and it will be jnanartham. Okay. More it will become clear when you practice. Okay. What is the second? Mokshaya. So what will be the samartha, samasa? Mokshartham. Okay. Any one from this side? Balaya idam Ghritam. Okay. Balartham. Okay. Balartham. Balaya idam Ghritam. Okay. So, all of you understood the meaning. Ghee for the strength. One this side. Anybody has done exercise? Only 3 were there. Oh, achha, it was not your choice. Correct. Okay. This is better. Because otherwise, you have written and I don't ask, So it's like unserved food. So it is better. I specify. Okay. What is written here? Jnanartham gamanam. So, here what will be the vigraha? Jnanaya idam gamanam. Now just to clarify that this samasa, Jnanartham, is Chaturthi Tatpurusha samasa. But same word Jnanartham can be explained by Bahuvrihi also. So alternatively, we will be studying Bahuvrihi later on, but little bit idea you already have. So we can say Jnanam Artham, or sorry, Arthaha Yasya. Yasya kasya? Huh? Gamanasya. See, if you can tell this word, it means a clarity is there that what is being qualified. Jnanam arthaha yasya gamanasya tat kim? Tat gamanam jnanartham. Or you can write tat jnanartham gamanam also. That also is correct. So this word jnanartham can be explained by Bahuvri. So what will be the meaning? Jnanam is the arthaha. Artha means prayojanam. You can write here arthaha into bracket prayojanam. Yasya gamanasya tad gamanam jnanartham. So knowledge is the purpose for which movement, gamanam, approach, that gamanam is called jnanartham. So this way also this samasa can be explained. It can be Bahuvrihi or it can be Chaturthi Tatpurusha. Only thing, just with slight difference we can make to suggest that whether it is Chaturthi or Bahuvrihi. When we want to translate as a Chaturthi, then we say going for knowledge. What do we say? Going for knowledge. And this one when we want Bahuvrihi, then we say going for the purpose of knowledge. I hope is clear. See, when Jnanartham Gamanam, we mean this Chaturthi. Then we write what? For knowledge. Okay. Going for knowledge. In English we have to say like this. Going for knowledge. Going for knowledge. And when we want to say Bahuvrihi, we want mean, then we write like this. Going for the purpose of knowledge. This much we can just distinguish in our mind. When Bahuvrihi is there, because the word artha has come, prayojanam has come, and therefore we say going for the purpose of knowledge or going for knowledge. Final idea is the same. So this, when artham it comes in Bhashyam, very often it comes. So that time we can say for knowledge or for the purpose of knowledge. See, that is not the way English language works. When we translate, we have to follow the rules of the language into which we are translating. If you say like this, it grammatically is a wrong sentence. So we said going for the purpose of knowledge. Okay, but even if you write here for the purpose of, it is not wrong, you know. But here the Bahuri, it will be more clear and more close to what is the Vigraha. All right. Now, can anybody give one more example for this Artha? Ah. Huh? Okay. Ashvaya. So we'll say Ashvartham, Ashvartham Trunam. What is the meaning of this? Grass for the horse. All right. If we Ashvartham, if we do Bahuri, then what will be the Vigraha? Can anybody raise the hand? Ashvartham idam Trunam. Okay. Ashva is the prayojan. But generally, we don't use the purpose in this sense. Ashvartham idam, it is okay, not wrong. Ashvaha artha is, we can say. But generally, we don't find so many examples. Not wrong. Ashvartham Trunam, it is okay. So what will be the Bahuri Vigraha? That's all. Ashvaha artha. Ashvaha artha yasya. Ashvartham. Ashvaha artha yasya. Ashvartham. Yasya kasya? Trunasya. That Ashvartham. All right. Now we go to the next word in the Chaturthi. Next word is Bali. Chaturthyantam padam with Bali. If the next word is Bali, Bali means offering. So offering, the word Bali can be combined with the word which is in the fourth case. Like what? Bhutebhyaha Bali. Bhutebhyaha Bali means offering to the bhutas. Bhuta doesn't mean ghost. Bhutas means Panchamahabhuta, living beings. Here bhuta means living beings. So it will be, what will be the samasa? Bhuta Bali. Bhutebhyaha Bali. So what will be the translation? Offering to the living beings. All right. Next one, another example. Bali word will remain common, okay? In that there will not be change. Here Chaturthyanta can vary. Because the rule is the Chaturthyanta Shabda, Chaturthyanta Padam is connected with the word Bali. Chaturthyantam can be different. But to demonstrate this particular samasa, this part of the Chaturthi samasa, Bali word will not be changed. Bali will be Bali only. And another one is Devebhyaha, Devaya, Devaya Bali. See, in Indian languages, Generally use the word bali, they will think of animal only. Animal sacrifice alone, animal which is to be sacrificed, that is called bali. But it is a very restricted meaning. Bali doesn't have that meaning. In Taittiriya we studied bali. Did it come it or not? Where? Bali Mavahanti. Means what? So don't think Devas will be carrying some goat and ship and all to this Hiranyagarbha. Not that. Bali means offering. So all Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandhas are offered to Atma Deva. That is how it is presented. So all the Chakshuradi Devatas are offering Bali to Atma Deva, Jiva. So their Bali is what? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. So it need not be, this Bali means we should not think that is of some animal only which is to be sacrificed. Okay. So Devaya Bali means Deva Bali. So it can be Deva Bali, Guru Bali, anybody, Guruvaya Bali also okay. Devaya Bali, that Rishaye Bali, Rishi Bali. So it can be anything. Okay. Then next one is Hita. In Shastra, the stock example, popular example is Gobhyaha Hitam. So the samasa is Chaturthyanta Shabda plus the word Hitam or Hita. Any Hita can be Hita, Hitaha, anything. Hita. So second word should be Hita. Hitam, Hitaha or Hita, anything. And the first word can be anything but in the fourth case. So Gobhyaha Hitam. Hitam means beneficial. So Gobhyaha Hitam means what? Beneficial to the cow. Like what? Grass. Particular grass is beneficial. So Gobhyaha Hitam will be what? Go Hitam. Go Hitam. It can be Go Hitaha also. If the object is masculine, Go Hitaha. Go Hitaha Ghataha. This pot is very good for cow. Or particular place, mountain is very beneficial to the cow. So we can say Go Hitaha. Go Hita. If some feminine object is there, Go Hita. So here Hita word remain constant. It can be Go or it can be any. Manushya also. It need not be Go. It can be Manushebhyaha. So here you can, for our understanding, we write Trunam. Okay. Similarly, Manushebhyaha Hitam. What is the meaning of Manushebhyaha Hitam? Beneficial to human beings. And it can be Karyam, we can say. Karyam. Karyam means some work. Devadattasya Karyam. Manushebhyaha Hitam Karyam. So Manushya Hitam. Karyam. Manushya Hitam. That the particular job done was very beneficial to human beings. So Manushya Hitam. Jana Hitam. You might have heard the word Jana Hitam. Jana Hitam. Manushya Hitam. Pashu Hitam. Pashu hitam idam jalam. This water is beneficial to animals. So like that we can form samasa. Manushebhya hitam, janebhya hitam, pashubhya hitam. So that is beneficial. Another one is sukham. Next samasa is in place of hitam, sukham. So remember we are studying Chaturthi Tatpurusha Samasa, where Chaturthyanta Shabda will be the first one and next word will be changing. So here Sukham. Sukham is pleasant. So slight difference no, between the previous one and this one. Beneficial is one thing and pleasant is different. Some particular fruit juice or Karela juice, that bottle gourd juice is what? Hitam, but not Sukham. Certain things are Hitam, but like what is called porridge is what? Hitam for many people, but not Sukham. So for some people not Sukham. So Sukham is pleasant. In grammar generally they gave this example of Gobhyaha. You can see in Indian culture, cow is a very, very important thing. So they give example of cow very often. What comes to their mind, animal means cow only. Gobhyaha hitam. Because we worship cows. Sorry, sukham. Good. Gobhyaha sukham. So here, Gobhya Sukham, Go Sukham. Is, here it can be Trunam, Jalam, Bhojanam, some particular food cows may like, some cake and all. So Go Sukham is pleasant to the cows. But it need not be go. It can be anything. Jana Sukham. It can be Janebhyaha. Sukham. Idam Karyam is Jana Sukham. Atma Sukham. Pleasant to oneself, Atma Sukham. So like that we can have Sukham word combined with this Chaturtyanta Shabda. Jana Sukham, Atma Sukham, Manushya Sukham, all right. Then last word is Rakshita. Rakshita Shabda, it can be Rakshitam, Rakshita, anything. And here also they give the example of Gobhyaha Rakshitam. Like what? Sthanam. Rakshitam Sthanam. Rakshitam is reserved. Reserved for cows. In every village earlier days, they used to have some land which is reserved for cow, for grazing of cows. That land is called Gochara, Gorakshita. Like we have got now concept, that forest reserve. Have you heard the word forest reserve? Similarly, tiger reserve. Tiger reserve means what? That area is reserved for tiger. Similarly, our original culture was cow. So Gobhya Rakshita, now tiger reserve. Okay, Go Rakshitam means Gobhyaha Rakshitam, Go Rakshitam. So how will we use this Gorakshitam in a sentence? Huh? Gorakshitam word, how will you use in a sentence? Rajesh? Huh? Gorakshitam asti. Sentence would be etat sthanam gorakshitam. Means what? This place is reserved for cows. Like we have got some place is reserved for ladies in area. So only ladies, some train compartments, is there. In Japan it is there, train, the ladies. Acha. So in India there are the trains, some compartments are only ladies. That is called, what will be called? Nari Rakshitam. Mahila also is their word, but Nari Rakshitam. Compartment, reserved for women. Okay, Nari Rakshitam. Similarly, some place is meant for Vikalanga. Vikalanga means the people who are handicapped. That is called Vikalanga Rakshitam. Vikalanga Rakshitam. Vikalanga Rakshitam, what will be the Vigraha? Little bit wrong. Vikalangebhyaha Rakshitam. Some places are reserved for them. Yes. Yes. Kshiram. You can say that. You can say that this is this place or this object is reserved for this people. Yes, you can say that. All right. So this is Chaturthi Tatpurusha Samasa. Here one clarification is done by the author, very useful clarification. He says, अर्थादीन पंच शब्दान विहाय चतुर्थ्यंतम अन्येन केनापि पदेन न समस्यते. So we studied how many words are there? 5 words. Arthadin 6 words? 6 words, okay. So leaving these 6 words, artha etc. Anyene kenapi padena, the chaturthyanta shabda plus only the 6 words which we studied, and not any other word. And therefore, he says, Gurave Dakshina. Is it a right? Yam Gurave Dakshina Asti. Is it a right sentence or wrong sentence? What is the meaning? Yam Gurave Dakshina Asti means what? Dakshina means what in English? What is called? Offering. This is the offering to the Guru. This is Yam, this is offering to the Guru. This is right or wrong? Right. Right only. So you may think, oh, Swamiji is asking, so maybe wrong. It's right. But here we cannot make samasa. Even though Gurave word is there, Chaturthyanta is there, but we cannot make samasa with Dakshina. So we cannot say Guru Dakshina Chaturthi samasa. Guru Dakshina samasa is there, but Guru Dakshina is not Chaturthi samasa. It is Guroho Dakshina, Guru Dakshina. So Guru Dakshina Vigraha should not be done. Gurave Dakshina is not correct Vigraha. Guroho Dakshina. The Vigraha will be Guroho Dakshina. Okay, so idea clear? What is the idea we studied now? Okay, Bali Hita Rakshita. Okay, correct. So Chaturthyanta can be combined with only 6 words, not any other word. So you cannot make Chaturthi samasa. Samasa can be made. Gurave Dakshina, you can separately say Gurave Dakshina, correct. But you cannot make Chaturthi Tatpurusha samasa. When you say Guru Dakshina, then it will be Guroho Dakshina. And what is the meaning of Guroho Dakshina? Dakshina for which Guru is the object. Guru Vishayaka Dakshina. Guru Sambandhi Dakshina. Guroho Dakshina. So that is why he says, अतः गुरु दक्षिणा इत्यादौ गुरवे दक्षिणा इति न विग्रह किंतु गुरोः दक्षिणा इति एव विग्रहः. So that is to be noted. So Chaturthi Tatpurusha Samasa can be made with the first word being in the fourth case and the other words only one of the 6, not anyone else. All right. So please write 6 examples of Chaturthi. Okay, I myself will give it, is easy. Dvijartha Dakshina. Dvijartham Dhanam. Odana Tandulam. Vigraha you give. Manava Rakshitam. Jana Sukham. Pashu Hitam. Indra Balihi. All right. How many are there? Huh? Okay. All right. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.